there, so I'll finish off. The one thing I did see was that fight before, when you guys lost it, Dark got antied, and I believe Ethan did on main tank. Can't remember that entirely. But Dark was still pushed past the shield, so again, this is without comms, but make sure our supports or someone is telling him to hold back behind shield. You're antied. I know we do a pretty good job of that already, so just keep going with that. Ooh, that's a nice one.
I just made it. It's kind of not yours. I mean, it's kind
of... But just go ahead and make sure when you guys are antied, we're aware, and then we're trying to play defensive in that to not die with that. Alright, so we're on the double shield, Junk Ash. Honestly, we could roll out with this.
It's not mine, it's not mommy's, it's yours.
Ooh, it's mine?
Yeah, I made it just for you. You can play with it, but share with it.
Can I change it?
And you can.
Oh, you got something in there.
What?
You want to give me a pencil? Or, oh, give me that sword that's in the cup. Okay, so they're going to TP to point, and we already murdered someone. Oh, no, we got the TP, okay. Okay, good job, we're putting in damage. They're kind of split. It's a letter opener. Okay, hold out your hand. Oh.
Yeah, but we fixed it.
Okay, so we got to pick on the Symmetra. Just be aware that they're coming back from spawns, and we should be careful with that.
And you just connect that on. And you done. I can't use phones.
For a couple of minutes.
Okay, because you really need it. I'll hold it for you.
Alright, so what are we playing? We got Bob. Bucky putting a lot of damage.
Will you put that?
We get a pick. We get a pick.
But you can't.
My heart's sleeping. So how are we playing this? Okay, we should just be...
What's that pink thing? Will you go...
That one? Don't play that one.
Why?
Because I said so. That's all you need to know.
What is that?
Don't touch it. That's what it is. Alright, so we still have Bob, Tyre, good. So we pretty much have everything, but they didn't use anything either. But they're more behind in the ult economy, so... I don't like this Tyre already. This is way too early. Yeah, I don't like that Tyre. I feel like we used those too early. We gotta make sure that they're actually in the process of engaging before we use those. Dark, just be careful. I know they don't have a Lucio, but you don't want to get caught out. So they're just going to TP on. Oh, nice flux. Do we get kills? Two. Okay, good. Big flux. Yeah, that was a bad nano. Alright, so we used... Wow. So we used Bob, Nano, Flux, and Tyre for that one fight. That's a little bit too much. Alright, so Poke's swapping off the Ash to go to the Pharah. Okay. This is fine. Marble, you're in a good spot. Just be careful of them doing that. If they do push in like that, just go back into spawn, Marble. That was a lot closer for you. So we get to pick on the Brig, and we get the res off. Wait, how was... Oh, I guess we stopped him. Alright, so now we're kind of already in a stall situation. Okay, so Ethan, just wait to touch. Yeah, make sure we can give up more ticks here. Yeah, we could have gave up more ticks. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely could have gave up more ticks there. Remember, like 90 is a good point to go for your recontest. Um, we're gonna go ahead and play this OT out because OT I feel is more important on 2CP compared to what's the game mode we just finished? Hybrid. Especially with just a minute and then a minute and a half left. It's kind of like if you get a pick. But 2 minutes to 2.5 minutes, I do want to see this roll out. We're on attack. I like what you guys did the first time, to be honest. That's what I said. Start with the dive and then swap off. Let's see, what do they have? They have... Alright, so they're running the Bash and the Symmetra, but only a Rhine Shield. Okay. Honestly, I don't hate dive against this. It's without the D.Va, though, because that D.Va mitigation is why dive is workable. But you have the Pharmacy. It can still work. It's just going to be really hard. We'll see here what you guys think. I would say go double shield. That would be... Excuse me. That would be my call. But let's see what you guys do. If you got 2 minutes, so you got... Excuse me. You have 1 round of ults. Pokey. Make sure we recognize that there's a Bastion. Okay. Huge boops. Okay. And, alright, so we're putting pressure on point. We got the boops. We're diving the Bastion. Can't quite get him. Okay. So now we couldn't get him though, so that doesn't mean we have to go and die for it. Alright, so but we do get a pick off there, so that's good. But this fight is not over. They have the brawl comp, so we gotta be careful about that. We get 2 picks. This should be ours. But we gotta be smart. Dark, I don't like the spinning here. I mean, it's not good enough to get a consistent rhythm, 1, and then 2, you can get more value by, actually doing your combos and stuff. So, overall, good, really good boops, really good follow-up. Oh, excuse me. I'll just again say be careful with how fast and hard you go in, because just because you got them out of position doesn't mean you can just dive into their brawl. Alright, Dark, you are dueling the Tracer, and everyone else is setting up main, it looks like. Alright. Alright, so they have an Ashe now, Ashe and Tracer, but no Mercy. So Ethan, okay, so 3 of you are diving the Ashe. We ulted the Reinhardt. We did get the Ashe. We got the Moira at some point. We stuck Nameless, and then we could also... Now it's a clean-up fight. That was very clean, actually. Good boop on the Reinhardt. That was very clean, very clean. So from what I could tell, what happened is we dove the Ashe, the Moira. Looks like she tried to go. The Ashe tried to get back into spawn. The Moira came over to help, and then we ulted the Reinhardt, and we opened the plane up off of that. I mean, if I was in their position, the Ashe should have gone back to spawn. But we have, if and when we go back to spawn in that situation, we should make sure that we're communicating that so a healer doesn't over adjust trying to save you. If you're gonna be in this spot anyway. God, I'm so tired. Alright, so now you're running out with the Pharah instead of the Ashe this time, but still on the Drunk, still double shield. Okay. Interesting. Cloudy's looks like he is back. Let me put him. Make sure he can spectate all. There. He can see everything. Because that's how we do it on Team Nohbdy. You learn by spectating everything, not just your team. So they look like they're gonna try. Hey! Susie! Rude. Alright, so they're not gonna TP to point, they're TPing. Just to the low ground, actually. Okay. I'll turn that off so I can see better. Alright, so we get a pick. Alright, with 2 minutes left, we can give up a tick here. If we really want to. We really gotta get that Symmetra, though. Okay, so we got lucky. Well, I should say we got lucky. We didn't let the Symmetra get up too charged. She's still got 39. And they did get 2 picks. Please. Okay, so we get the run res. Ugh, 1 res. So we just gotta be careful. You know, we have our win condition. We know we got both points, so when they only have 2 minutes left, we can play a little bit differently as opposed to if it was like the first time or whatnot. So just be careful if Ethan, if you're gonna contest that early, we have a way to make sure we take care of the big threat, which in this case was the Symmetra. We were a little bit caught out right there. Good trap though. We trade. I don't know if I consider it a good or bad trade, to be honest. Probably a good trade, I think. And then we get there. Okay, so now we're playing a little bit split, which we got to be really careful of, especially since they're on a dive. Marbles up top. All right, so now, but our tanks did get the point though, so that is good. Okay, so that was good. We swap off the Junker for the Reaper, okay. Alright, so now we'll be like, we have Barrage and we have 4 ults. So we have Sig, Mercy, Pharah, Orisa. In this instance, Pokey. Feel free to Barrage. I mean, even if you just get a 1-person Barrage, that's more than appropriate and okay. I want to know how long my mic has been muted. I hope it hasn't been this whole time. That'd be embarrassing. Alright, so now they're on a weird comp. You know, they did lose. So Rooster, their flex support, so they're starting over with that. Honestly, they don't have anything. We should not lose this fight. Okay. They can. I heard your whiny little voice. No. Oh god. Oh lol. Hello.
Hello.
Alright, I think, honestly, I can't, oh yeah, no, I think they're all here. Alright, let me go over the stuff I wrote down first. Be careful when you guys were poking that turret when you swapped off of the dive. Because I'm not joking you, before you guys even got in the fight, he got 47% on his ult. Because we kept poking it without being able to actually get to it because it was behind a shield. It's fine to poke it if we can actually get to it, but if we're just gonna like have one person that, basically what I'm saying is like the Pharah would poke at it and then get healed, and then Orisa would poke it at it and then she would get healed. But we never actually got to it because it was behind the shield. So just be careful when you do that. That was a good rotation up top until Marble died. Not sure. I was not looking at my screen, so I called it a good half rotation because you got up top good, and then something happened when you got up there. I don't know. And then Pokey hit triangle, and then when you guys attacking point 2, Ging, that was a good pocket onto Marble to make sure he didn't die to the Sig ultimate, but I don't know, I should say, but that was good. And then Dark got antied, and I know we already do a good job of telling each other when we're antied and stuff, but I feel like it doesn't always click in our heads. So make sure if someone is antied or we are antied, we're making sure that person making sure we're all listening so we can acknowledge that. Because it felt like sometimes we like one or two of us would get antied but not change our playstyle, and so we would still like holding a front line and kind of aggressive stance when we should definitely be switching to staying alive. Like if there was like one time we pushed past the Orisa shield as we were antied, just stay back. And then I started streaming, so I totally missed the fight that you guys won the second point on the first time through. So good job, I guess. I don't know. Okay, yeah, and then I started streaming. I started streaming the rest of it. So honestly, that was a good map. I didn't. Like I said, I think the biggest thing to take away is just when we're antied. And you correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like our healers called that out already. So we just gotta make sure we're clicking in our heads that we're like actually acknowledging that and changing our playstyle for it. So good. That was funny though. Oh, the first rollout, you guys roll out on a dive and like instantly swap.
I'm just floating through the air, and I was like, ugh!
That was funny. Do I need to swap in Cloudy or?
I have a question for
What?
for either Ging or who was playing Marble too. So
Yeah.
was there a reason that on second point, like the first push we did, we switched and then we attacked first point. It was the very first attack. We won that, and then the very first push on the second point, where we got 2 ticks. I got sniped by the Tracer. I was like 1 for like a while, and I was just wondering if
I can tell you why.
I think that's when the Sigma ulted.
No, our Ana died, and then I was trying to balance the heals between our Pharah and our tanks.
Okay. So at that point, I would just, because I didn't call out that I needed heals, I was just spamming heal. I would have just said, "Can I get heals?" or something like that.
I mean,
Yeah.
spamming the button's
That was
fine.
because that was one. Do you think that would help you out?
Yeah. I mean, Pokey, from what I saw, you were kind of it was a no-win situation because you were playing like aggressive and you got to pick on someone on the left side and then you boosted and you got to someone on the right side. I think Ana, and then that's when the Tracer sniped you out. So if you played defensive though, you probably wouldn't have gotten the Ana. And then so it was a kind of a lose-lose. You dive the Ana, you get killed because of it, but if you don't dive her, you probably get killed because of it too. So that's kind of what I took away from it. So. Yeah.
So at that point, I would just play defensively if one of my heroes went. Got it.
Yeah. It's easier, yeah. 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 I mean, all of our calls should have locations if applicable. But yeah, that's you. Um, Havana, roll out with double shield the hay comp, and we'll go from there. Start out with Diana, and then start out I guess on the Lucio, and then if because you guys are attacking first, so start out on the Lucio, and then if you need to change, change off of that, because we don't really need the speed boost all that much, so. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Roll out with the Zen. I'm not. Roll out with the Zen and then swap appropriately. Yes, yeah. Always. The hay comp is our double shields. We'll be rolling out on the Ana for sure. The kind of the flex is the question mark.
Alright.
Careful, Bubba.
Alright, Corey, real quick. They want to play 5th map. Is that alright?
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good. Alright.
I mean, unless we don't have enough. Let's take a look at their SR.
Yeah.
No, he's masters.
Vinny, come in the chat.
Oh.
Come in the chat.
Yeah. Come.
So pretty much all. Oh, he's a master support though. Okay. I see you, J Dougie. Alright, we're rolling out. Oh yeah, we roll out with this then. Dark, careful. Okay, so we traded Hanzo's. They're on the Tracer instead of the Mesa, so I like our matchup in that instance. Again, very, very careful, Dark, here. We don't want to have you pushed up. There's Marple. This is one of those, I wouldn't mind us going to the Brig. But, I mean, Zen's fine. Wait. Okay, oh, they just swapped. They just swapped to the Symmetra, okay. Good catch, Marble, on the turret there. Okay, we're committing ults here. Make sure we win it. We got 1-2, good freeze. Alright, good job. Alright, nice job. This is good. There's no way they can test this. Good wall though, just in case. We could have been greedy if we wanted to and let one person through, but that's taking some chances right there. So make sure we're gonna get these turrets when we walk in. Oh. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure how the Tracer killed herself there. I do like the trans though. That's a good reaction. I kind of missed it if you got it in time or if you just like were out of the way when it hit. So, but I do like that trans even though they have pulse bomb. She killed herself somehow. All right, so kill. You gotta kill that Symmetra. Okay, there we go. Ethan, careful. Where's Dark? Where is? Oh, he's coming. Oh yeah, he got stuck. Okay. Go ahead, Marble. Play back. We're going for ours. Alright, we get 3. They use that. Okay. All right, our tanks are playing. Our tanks are playing aggressive. A little bit too aggressive, kind of in my opinion. We got to make sure we have someone helping Ging. You did a good job of stalling it out, and we won the fight anyway, so you know, not the worst thing. So just be careful. See if you can get a little bit more help for it there. Alright, so they have wall. There's no way they could. Okay, yeah, that's unfortunate. They shouldn't have invested that unless they're gonna swap. Alright, so we. Alright, so Dark gets pinned. We're gonna invest the Blizzard. Good Blizzard. Good. Alright, yeah. Nice. Okay. It would have been nice if we didn't have to use the Blizzard there, but since we had spawn right there, but we wanted to fight off of it. That's. Oh, excuse me. Oh, actually, I just realized that we invested Nano and Supercharger as well, so you know, just making sure we win the fight, which I'm okay with that. Obviously, the less ults, the better, but sometimes you gotta pop some ults. Alright, hopefully we've recognized they are on the Bastion. Nice 5-orb Ging. And then we got... Okay, we're playing a... Oh wow, we are playing super long distance, alright. They Shudder and Stun, and that should be that, okay. Honestly, the only thing we could have done differently there is if Ethan is pushing the payload, or Dark, either one, and then the other one is staggered back a little bit more, so that when they push in, like, as both tanks are backing up, you're staggered, so there's a better chance of having a shield. But realistically, if they have amp, you know, there's not going to be much we can do unless we throw out an Arista shield behind us, which would be like a 10 head play. Try to triple blink. Alright, interesting play. They throw and grab. Alright, I don't know about that trans, but sorry, you guys did win the fight off of that. Ethan, if you're gonna go back and go into fortify any, like when you go into the grab, you're gonna go to fortify anyway. You might as well just not stay in the grab. But there's the Reinhardt got behind us somehow. Interesting. Pokey wins that, but then we lose. We lost our healing on point though. But that was a good flux. You caught the. Here comes the tank ult though. All right. I like this position by Ethan, but it does leave you guys kind of vulnerable. I guess we think we can this is winnable. I don't think this is winnable. We should back out. That position is fine as long as Dark is able to play. I'm sorry. Our off tank is able to play a little bit closer to here, because they can kind of ignore you a little bit there in that instance, Ethan. So, all right, we get a trade. Oh wait, no, we got 45 seconds. That's plenty of time. All right, so what do we got? Ethan is on that. All right, Dark switch back. Right, so we're back on the May. Yeah. Oh, nice pull. Oh, he couldn't fall off. The only thing. No, you guys were trying to win the fight, so that's fine. All right, we got the Bastion. We gotta identify where he's at again, though. We have dragons. We have some ults. Is basically what I'm about to say. Huge pull. That is unfortunate. Make sure we use trans. Make sure we get Pokey in the trans. Oh man, no one touches. I feel like we had trans earlier than that. Okay, hold on. Sit up. Up, up.
What are you doing?
Initiating match. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload. Sixty seconds remaining.
I foresee great things for you.
30 seconds remaining.
So I was definitely using the bathroom, so I'm not sure what you guys did. But it looks like you held it until the end here. So, good job, I guess. But they're running a... I don't know, they're running some Frankenstein monster comp. And then we shatter. Alright, that's fine. Make sure we're regrouping. Make sure we're still backing up. Still backing up. Right. Still backing up. Right. Okay, so now they're swapping back onto some more legit stuff. They still have the Genji though. Good stun. He kept. I mean, that's what you gotta be careful. You can't be testy like that. Sorry. So we're going in with supercharger. We got a. Did we get to sleep? No. Oh yeah, we did. All right. Okay. Good. So we forced. They used 2 outs. Uh-oh. Does Vic get out? Vic does get out. Okay. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication. I'm pretty sure Dragons was done by then. But, make sure... just good freeze. But we, the Genji just lived in your backline. Gang, I'm not sure where you were at for that. If you got killed or if you didn't, but you got that's on you to be contesting that. Yeah, I was thinking I don't like the Zen pick there. The Brig would have been fine. I mean, but the Morio's fine as well. You just gotta help contest that. You just gotta help peel for your backline, you know. Oh yeah, but what did I say? Our dragons, you know, we should try and be using Flux. Sigma's ult first and then the dragons. I think the dragons is mostly done anyway there, but just, you know, make sure we're doing our combos correctly. Where's Marble playing? Oh, there you were. Okay, we got to pick. We're gonna have a lot of space though. I know we do want to play corners, but you know, that's a lot of space to give up. Marble, instead of being there, just play main. Okay, they used a lot of ults. And the reason I say, like, you gave up so much space, now you're gonna have to go back in with kind of a crap contest, if you can even touch at all. So. Their Rhine is very pushed up, though. We go, our dragons. The freaking googly eye dragons is ridiculous. We got 2, that should be enough. What do we... Okay, so what Marble? Okay, so we invested Coalescence and Supercharger, which would have been great, and then we just yeeted Nano, I guess. All right, but so now we do have Mei and Sigma ult still though, so this isn't a bad. All right, that was bad. We shouldn't be in a bad spot, but that's really gonna hurt us. It's really gonna hurt us right there. Dark, if this instance, go ahead and play more over towards there. Alright, so we get 2. We get 2 up in the air, and can't get any of them though. So yeah, that'll be their take here. Boom, 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 boom. I know if I hear a chair creaking, I know Vic's in the chat. Do they want super in or cloudy?
Hold on. I'm asking that right now.
Okay. Alright, so from what I saw, I didn't see any of your first point defense. Not gonna lie, I was on the bathroom. Oh, hold on, waiting on 2 people. Hold on. We lost Ging and Vic. Oh, you are? Oh. Oh, it said it had that little icon that you were in the game chat. I don't know. I didn't see your first point hold. I was in the bathroom. But on attack, honestly, most of it felt really good. Just you kind of stalled out. I mean, Havana's really hard to bust. It just felt like we scouted that they had a bastion, but we didn't. Like, it didn't feel like we scouted after the first time seeing him, and so he kind of caught us out a little bit. And where he was positioned, and he would either get a pick or get us really low and stuff like that. So just be aware. Gang, on that last trans, did you get pulled off the bridge on attack?
I
Or
didn't
what
realize the
happened
time.
there?
No, I just didn't realize the time. I could have touched
Okay.
you.
Well, it just from my angle looked like you were underneath the bridge, so it could have been just the way my angle was. I don't know. Yeah. So, probably the biggest thing though was on our defense. I know third point can be it can be a weird spot to defend because that corner on the bridge is really good. But when we give up that corner like that, it makes our last fight kind of, really difficult to get into. And you guys made it in and you won that fight. Obviously, I think Marvel, you're gonna want that nano back. I think you were standing still because you realized it was stupid late. So, that. I mean, after that, we still had 2 ults though, so it wasn't like that was a game over for us. But we gotta be careful about poking. I know, like, Vicky got caught out right there. Like, if we have an ultimate, we don't really need to be poking as much per se. We just gotta be really careful because then they were pretty smart actually and actually pushed in off of that. So
we need to pull when they're rushing that advantage like that too, just to slow them down. Just a suggestion.
Yeah. Well, that's what he said. Have a Arista pool ready, or I mean, if we have it, go use it. I think that's correct, right? Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. I mean, that was kind of it. Like I said, I didn't see your first point defense. Oh yeah, second point defense. Gang, when you're on the brig, stick more. Or were you on brig or Lucy on second point?
I was defending second point, Brig.
Okay, it felt like the Genji dove Ana, and then we just kind of said, everyone else was like, all right, good luck, Marble, and like everyone rushed off somewhere else. So, if we're on the brig, make sure you're really sticking. If nothing else, you have a healing pack to throw on other people, but you really, just make sure our Ana doesn't get caught out like that. Yeah.
Okay. Switch. So wait.
Arc joined.
Switch.
I don't know who he is, so.
You could kick him, and then put in Cloudsy.
Alright, what's our tiebreaker? That's the one I don't remember again. Okay. Dark come Saturday or whatever in the scrims. If I always want Vic in to help with comms since I won't be there. So if for whatever reason we're gonna run Lightning and Pokey, I'll have him go to off tank. But if he's on DPS, we'll have you on off tank. So I think the next scrim is tomorrow. You'll get the whole playtime. But I'll play this last map here. So wait, you can make it tomorrow though, right? Or wait, not tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow or Friday?
Tomorrow and both days until like 9:50.
Okay, I think it starts at. That's plenty of time. So, alright, are they ready?
Yep.
Okay, we'll go ahead and go in.
Yes, sir.
Everybody in here?
Oh, this is the first.
5. Gang?
What are we missing? We have.
I heard everyone but King.
We have 6 in. At least according to the thing.
Okay, that doesn't
There he
matter
is.
though. 'Cause
There he
it's-
is.
Okay.
I
If
see.
you're in party, it doesn't
Yeah.
care if you're
So
in.
what are we playing?
What are we on? University? The hay comp. Go ahead and go with the brig, I think. I'd say roll out with the brig.
I'm gonna speed out and then switch brig.
I really don't like Ana on this map.
Then play Moira.
Okay.
Yeah, come over then. Where's fine.
I'm just making sure Dad doesn't get mad at me.
No, you're good.
So I ask all my questions very nicely.
For future reference, by the way, if we have Moira Brig, or Moira's on species out.
Yeah.
We don't have time to talk about her. Just...
Balls
I-
in.
Ball. Oh, Bastion.
Oh,
I'll switch that.
Back off. Never mind. We're they have
Reaper,
double
Reaper.
builder. Double turret. I mean, I can't fucking move, dude. I don't know what's happening.
It's quick play. It's a quick play comp. It's a quick play comp.
I need help with Hog. Freeze Hog. Freeze Hog.
Yeah. I can't get there. Can't get there.
Alright,
We can contest now.
who's next? Who's next?
Can we sustain? Lucio.
I can touch. I can touch. Can we kill
Destroy?
Troy?
Yeah, pulling
First down,
right.
first down. Shield coming in.
Bastion.
I walled off Bastion. Freeze Bastion. Freeze Bastion.
Eating. Ball.
Ball. Help out Pookie.
Lucio.
Okay.
He's half HP.
Lucio left. Behind. Or in mini.
Hey, leave
I'm
him
going
there.
mini.
Leave him there. He's not gonna do anything. Help Corey. Push up. We hold chokes.
What?
Anyway, hit him.
Alright, Hog just used hook. Bastion set up.
Back
Hammond's
off. Let
left.
him in.
Torp turret top right.
I walled off Hog by choke, please.
You can
Hog
dragon roll.
frozen.
Right. Dragon right.
Oh, we can't Vic.
I'm fine.
Stun
No
ball.
pull.
We'll kill ball.
I'm popping.
Hey, Torture high ground. Torture's high ground as well. He's half HP up there.
I'm pulling. No, he's coming down to your stairs.
Hog left, careful.
Corey.
No hook.
He's not over. Oh, there he is.
I think he's with you.
Yeah.
No pull.
He was sitting in the corner.
TP, Dave, TP. Be careful.
I'm freezing. Big freeze here.
Go.
I walled. Fuck.
Sim. Alright, drop your wall.
No, turn.
Hog, please. Hog.
Maybe Zen.
Oh no!
Just focus point.
Zen.
Lucio.
Who is this Lucio?
Hey, Torp's coming up on the left.
I don't know. I see
Never
you.
mind.
Turret.
They have Winston too now, by the way. No Hog.
Ball coming left right now.
I'm waiting for the wall. Let me know when you.
Ball left. No pull.
I wall off Sim.
Sim.
I'm freezing monkey.
Monkey.
Winston frozen. Torture,
I'm pulling.
please.
Torp's on the right.
I can't-
Forest coast.
Top right.
Do we want to push it or no?
No.
Okay.
I'm not there.
Ball touch.
Ball. I pull.
Okay.
Lucio's
Someone's
gonna.
left again.
Left right now by Mini.
Lucio's coming from the right.
They're gonna be able to touch for sure.
Yeah.
Thor flanking Mini, you're frozen.
I got boots. I'm pulling Winston. 3, 2, 1.
I froze Torb, or wall Torb.
Torp 1.
Monkey behind us, low.
I'm on him.
Ball. No. Ball point. Focus point.
Ball. He's dropped. Lucio. Oh.
Score 1-0.
Okay.
Big soldier.
I actually do want to go to dive here.
Imagination is the essence of discovery.
If they've Torb hurt, we need to focus that. Can we go? Yeah, go Mercy. Suit us out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Excuse me.
Capture the objective.
I'm going right. I'm near highway right now. I don't see anyone. Ryan? No, Bastion.
Bastion
Bastion's dead.
turret. There's a Genji as well.
I'm jumping on Bastion. 3,
Yep.
2, 1.
Yep, I'm with you.
I'm in. Bastion.
Speak Dutch, speak Dutch, speak Dutch.
Zen next.
I'm on him still.
Zen.
Pop the bubble.
Zen bubbled.
He's
Zen
dead.
right side.
Nice.
Am I okay? Lucio.
Right now.
Lucio behind.
I can't.
I can't get either.
Zara.
Fuck Zara.
That Lucio definitely just killed. There's Arya.
We're looking for Zen.
Lucio's
Actually, or
right.
Bastion.
Hey, Lucio's right side on point. I don't know what he's doing.
He's still
They're
main.
pushing right.
main
They're
now.
pushing right. Zen left by himself.
Okay, I'm going
I'm
for
jumping
him.
on Zen.
Zora main.
Genji
Sorry,
behind you
man,
guys.
Hug.
Genji hug behind you guys.
Yep. Go
Semi.
stack point.
Stall.
Yeah. Go for the stall.
I got stall. Marble, get off.
We gotta time that.
Once more into the breach.
We could dive the Bastion, but I just didn't know where he was. If you know where he is, call
Can
him
you
out.
touch?
And
Can you
we'll
touch?
switch start
Okay.
targets.
No sir.
Dive is all about communication. Keep the communication up, and if we know where they are and we see them, we can go for the dive.
They're pushing up, Hog. They're pushing up. Hog and Bastion are pushed up. I got booped.
This team pushes up every time. Please, play safe.
Semi. Okay.
We can't.
I'm
resetting.
resetting.
I'm resetting. Coming back.
Arna's
Alright, that gets out.
back in.
They're ulting.
Spawn.
Back into spawn if we can.
Corey.
He's moving the Bastion towards us. Alright.
Ulting Bastion closer.
Can I switch it
Come
back?
back.
I
Stop
don't know
dying.
why I was out there. I don't know why I was out there.
Yes. Flip her.
Hey, just come out left door.
There's a
Alright,
left
so they
door.
can next. Go.
Doesn't mean they can't see us on left. All right,
I'm
let's
ready.
go.
I'm ready to go in.
Why are they feeding someone?
I'm going in 3,
60
2,
blade.
1.
Lucio's half. Lucio low.
Lucio 1. Zara.
Bastion top left. Bastion top left.
Behind you, Ana.
I don't see anyone.
I don't see anyone. Hog. In mini, in mega. I mean, middle.
Main, middle. Hut. Hike.
Bro, I'm having a
Lucio.
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 He's in middle. He's in
Middle.
middle.
Inside.
Again, can you buckle my blade?
Yeah, we can back for rebuild.
Tell me when you're going in. We all go in there.
Make sure we slam it.
Yeah. More right. More no fade right.
They're gonna
Car?
have Bastion ultimate.
Near mega.
Never mind.
I'm with.
Alright.
Oh wait, she.
They're
I don't know.
They're just not moving. I'm going now.
All right.
Oh,
Semi.
of course.
I'm on the Bastion with you.
This is winnable.
Aye.
Bastion main one. There we go.
Keep it going.
I'm
Don't let him cap.
Can't get in.
Do not let him cap.
Can't get in.
I need heals though. I need heals if we want me to.
I'm in. Jump out.
Can we get Moira? Moira no fade.
Where?
Moira no fade. Our side.
Our side.
Okay. Please Moira.
Yeah. I'm looking.
Thank you. Sorry,
right side.
Zara.
Cars.
Highway. 1.
Where's that Genji?
Genji next.
He's on cars.
Bastion back.
Bastion out.
Hog going highway.
I'm coming back
I'm
to
in the
point.
hog.
I need heals real quick. Hold on. That's
I got you.
I'm on
They
you guys.
touch.
Ball touches, by the way.
Bastion. Okay, Bastion dead.
I killed him.
More no fade. More dead. Ball next.
Get you blade.
Semi. Get you 1.
Okay.
Low. Get you low.
I'm balking.
I can't.
Get you one
Get
shot
you
right side
still
of point. Ball.
I got my foot out.
Ball one
Look
shot.
for Lucio. Okay.
There's,
Lucio.
Where?
Holy crap! I'm doing the Lord Joy with this healing. Holy crap!
You know, I'm not gonna disagree with him there because he really fucking is.
Doing a Lord's
Alright. What are we doing?
I fucking hate Angel's Luck, dude.
We'll just keep rolling with this. I mean, at this point, they're
Alright,
kind
guys.
of, their shit's not gonna help us anyway with what they're running, so we'll just practice our communications.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna blade. As he fucking casts
Hold on, let's make this harder on ourselves. Poke, go to the Genji. We're gonna make it difficult.
That's fucking toxic! I get it now.
Hey, ball on the left, Lucio on the right side.
Send me on Mercy. Mercy in the air. I can't see anything. Torb.
I'm on Genji, I guess. Genji's low, Genji 1. Mercy.
Mercy, don't let her rest, please.
Mercy main. She's one shot on me.
I lost her, she was low.
We have no DPS.
Hog.
Don't give a point. Don't give a point.
I'm on.
Torb.
I lost
I'm
them.
spinning.
Still on Torb.
I'm spinning.
Where?
It's just 2 balls spinning. I'm just spinning.
He's
Oh,
on
there's.
point. There we go.
Alright, they're on Doom now.
Doom half.
One.
Doom dead.
Can we get Hog? Can we get Hog to hook?
Hog. Mercy
Ball.
resing.
Alright, Mercy.
Mercy.
There we go.
I'm so good at this.
They're on Zen instead of Lucio.
Let's look for Zen.
They also have Doom. Please be careful.
Ball is main, and so is Zen. Alright, they're all main, I think.
They're all coming. Zen far. I'm gonna minefield here.
Oh, I
Send me,
got
no
hooked.
Hog. Oh, I'm on the ball.
Ball behind us, no adaptive shield. He's gone.
Hey,
They're backing up.
we're splitting up too much right there.
Yeah.
I don't know where you guys are diving at all. We need our tanks to call where they're going, please.
I don't know where they are.
Y'all literally aren't saying anything at all.
I couldn't see him. Fuck.
Zen is behind the coast.
Zender spawn. Can you push Zender spawn?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm already
Go, all the way back. Ball next.
Can you kill Hog?
Okay, Hog. Ball next.
Point.
Come point, stack point.
I got point.
Stack point.
Turret. Let's get turret first.
Turret.
Alright.
I need help on point.
I'm raising you.
I'm on the Torb. Torb, Cubby. Alright.
Yep.
They res. Watch res.
Mercy.
Sam. She's one.
I can't get to her.
Mercy one. Me either.
C9.
I'm
balking this.
All low.
Doom back in. Doom
I'm on Mercy. Can we get Mercy there? Mercy right side. Close.
Alright, she's down. Alright.
Can I push Doom ground?
Doom.
Switch it to Lucio. Lucio 1. Right.
Turret down.
Torb.
Send me. Torb. I'm on Torb.
He's coast.
Coast. And coming. Doom. Look for Doom.
He's main.
Doom. They're stairs.
Doom ulti.
Sigma 1. Down.
Nice.
Ball.
Mercy rising. Mercy half on point.
Mercy one.
I got my fields up.
I'm going up, King.
Ball.
6. Alright, Doom. I don't know where he is.
Doom left side.
Doom coast.
He's half on point.
Lucio coast.
That was the sloppiest fight of my life, of my career.
I was calling random.
No, it was just bad.
That was a 100-point fight.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Play of the game.
Outplay.
No, skip it. We've skipped every single one.
Nice.
That's unfair.
Actually, okay, so on Havana was the first time I saw the dragons from Hanzo with googly eyes. That shit was actually hilarious.
Dude, look at the insane outplay.
Hey, how about we shut the hell up if you want some healing next time?
I'm good.
Alright, let's go. No, you're good. Actually, I think. Oh, let me end the broadcast.